Hi, everybody. Natasha here with the Van City Home Team and our Van City Live Scoop. Today I tried something new, so I don't know if it'll work or not, but I did. I clicked the button that says interactive, and I asked a few questions just to see if people were paying attention, but I don't see the questions show up, so maybe they come after, who knows. Anyway, I'll figure out how to use that for next time because I thought it's kind of a cool way to see see who's watching and see if you kind of caught the information and also what information was relevant to you. So it's neat for me to know that. So anyway, today, hi Yvonne, thanks for joining. Today we're going to talk about the federal government incentive program. Hi Rohit, thanks also for joining, and Olga. So we're going to talk about the incentive program because it's still relatively new and there's a lot of opinions of whether or not it's going to work. So it's a federal promotion. So obviously not just in BC. It's going to probably work better in other areas, but will it actually work for the Vancouver market? I'm not so sure. I'm going to voice and be very careful to not voice, a strict opinion, but obviously we all have them. So I will let you know what mine is, but in no way does it defeat anybody else that's out there for sure. So basically, how the federal incentive program is going to work, from my understanding, it's not going to implement until the fall. And when it does, basically what the government is going to do is, or what they've indicated is that the CMHC Mortgage Housing Corporation, they're going to, for all insured mortgages within a certain criteria, they will match 5% for existing homes towards what you have saved for your down payment. So, and if you're going to buy a new home, they're going to give you, or they're going to match 10%. So 5% or 10% basically is the amount. Your household income has to be under $120,000, and the mortgage cannot be more than 4 times the household income. So when you look at that number, obviously there would be a cap of about $480,000, which, as I'm sure many of you know, you can't buy much in Vancouver for $480,000. So is it really going to work? I mean, I understand the reasoning behind it. And I mean, they're attempting to deal with the affordability issue that we have in the city. There's also other plans in place that are going to address the affordability, from a rental standpoint. So obviously, over the next few years, they've invested quite a bit of money. I don't know how much is actually going to be allotted for BC to provide rental housing. And basically that will then differentiate, whether people can afford to rent or to buy. The federal government also plans to allow people to withdraw a little bit more money from their RRSPs. So RRSPs right now, you can take out, I believe it is $25,000 towards your home purchase without being taxed. So you can transfer that over. I think they're going to up that now to $35,000. So again, we've had a pretty heated market. It's still actually quite active, and especially in that price point. And it's, again, based on supply and demand. So the demand is quite high, especially if it's relative to what people are paying for rent. So it's really questionable. I mean, I'd love to hear your feedback of anybody that knows a little bit more about this topic or would like to share your own opinions. I'm happy for you to post those. What we are seeing is that what people are looking at is now going out of the area. So it's causing people to purchase in the Fraser Valley, where they normally wouldn't. So we're seeing big increases. In fact, myself, I've been going out to Abbotsford, whereas I probably wouldn't have gone out to Abbotsford, last year or the year before as much as I do now. But people are actually commuting to Abbotsford, to Mission, to Chilliwack, and working downtown Vancouver. So Abbotsford actually is one of those cities that has a pretty effective plan in place. Currently, they have a population of about 130,000, and they're planning to increase to 200,000. And they have, plans in place for transportation, In Mission, you can take the West Coast Express, takes about an hour and 10 minutes to get downtown Vancouver. You can enjoy your coffee and the ride. So, I mean, those are, you know, some of the affordable options. Price points for condos, basically in Abbotsford, you're looking at, you know, 303,000 is the average. Mission is 341. Mission is actually higher right now, and it's based on the supply because there isn't a lot available in Mission. And generally, Abbotsford has been a little bit cheaper. Mission has been a little bit cheaper and Abbotsford more expensive, but right now there's definitely more inventory in Abbotsford. Maple Ridge, which is actually part of the Greater Vancouver area, 353 is the average condo price. Then you're looking at Delta, 376, Langley, 415, Surrey, 430, Ladner, 445, and Port Coquitlam, which is 469. So basically, that's where you would be cut off, because any other areas such as White Rock, Pitt Meadows, New West, Coquitlam, Vancouver, North Vancouver are well above the 480,000 average price point. So all the first-time buyers that would want to take advantage of this incentive program would be priced out of the market. West Vancouver has a 1.1 average condo price. So it's really yet to be seen if it's actually going to work. I mean, I think it's great that the federal government are putting plans in place to handle, you know, the issues with housing in general, rental or purchase. But I think that we're going to probably, or they will have to do a little bit more than what they're doing to make it attainable for people. So anyway, that is my talk today on the incentive program for federal housing. Hi, Sergio. Hi, Chelsea. Thanks for joining. We are going to start promoting actually all of our lives in advance. So you'll know in advance what they are every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 o'clock. We're going to post a list. And so that way, if it's a topic that's of interest, then you can make a note to come and join me. And next month, we're actually going to go through a little bit more in detail of the buying process. We're starting to experience the latter part of the spring market. Buyers are starting to come out and write offers. And I want to kind of walk people through the process of how to write an offer. Hi, Chelsea. How to write an offer, and you know, what to expect, what kind of clauses to put in your offer, how we as realtors protect you during the process, a little bit about our fiduciary duty, those kind of things that maybe you don't know as buyers. So we will start talking about that. I'm going to do a lineup for buying a property in May. And so look to see the list for April. And also, I just want to let you know that we're doing our Vancity Friday Finds again starting tomorrow. I've actually hired a professional videographer that is now videoing me, not my normal selfie, in front of different businesses that I have found that I want to share and promote to you. So stay tuned for tomorrow's very first for 2019, finally, Vancity Friday Find. Bye, everybody. See you next week on Tuesday. Bye.